What's going on, ACC fam? We're back to do another one. I haven't done a mass audit in a long time, probably a couple months. Today we're going to try something different. We're going to check out a local church, and we'll see how they respond to us exercising our First Amendment right to freedom of the press, while they exercise their First Amendment right to freedom of religion. Church is right around the corner. Their service starts at 10 a.m. It's about 9:15 now. So we're going to go see how this works out. Hopefully they do good. We're also going to go ahead and make this a silent audit. Not going to say a word. Not to anyone. All right, ACC fam. Here we go. Let's do this.
time to move on.
Come on, puppy. Should we wait up for him? This is the definition of harassment: unwanted following. This Darren's going the full mile. He's auditing the auditor. I love it. I love it. Exercise them First Amendment rights, my friend. Exercise them. Cops already educated him, told him that they weren't going to come out. Heard him on the phone. Let's go walk around the block. trimmer didn't clean up his mess. There's scrap all up and down here, laying all over the public sidewalk. Alright guys, looks like the police were called. The police told the guy that I'm on the public sidewalk, I'm not breaking any laws by recording video, even if I'm doing it of cars or churches or anything on a public sidewalk is perfectly legal. And I just told him to mind his own business and leave me alone, as they should. I'm glad they started doing that instead of freaking out, bringing over the lights and sirens like they used to, but it is whatever it is. They did follow me around. They did call law enforcement, so they obviously don't respect my First Amendment rights. They want me to respect theirs, but they don't respect mine. So for Plymouth Congregational Church, having your members follow me around and around, telling me it's time to leave a public sidewalk, calling the police on me. That's a fail, Plymouth. That's a fail. There. We got Fort Wayne Police Department on the scene. Looks like it's car 3148. I don't know if they're going to stop. Another education handed out by law enforcement. Didn't even have to get out of his car. Thank you, officer, for that education. The law is indeed the law, officer.
So why are you casing out our church? Why are you casing out our church? So it's okay for you to abuse your rights, and we can't protect ourselves. That's what you're doing? Are you going to call your friend back and tell him what's going on? Well, what you're doing is wrong. You may think you're protecting something, but it's wrong. Yep. Nope. Nope. Could you show me what's in your backpack? If you do that, there's nothing in there, I'll leave you alone. Show me what's in your backpack and I'll leave you alone. No, there's more stuff there. You mind if I take a look? You mind if I unzip it and take a look? Will you let me take a look in your backpack? No? See? There you go. You're abusing everything for yourself. To protect, I have no idea what. So is there someone else coming? Well, I'm just going to stand here. Do you mean to be this silly? Do you really mean to be this silly? Whatever this cause is you're doing this for? No? You don't mean for it to be silly, or are you shaking that like, what the heck am I doing? Well, if you had any common decency, you'd tell us what you're doing. We've done nothing to you. You're willing to do all this stuff to us. One what? One what? One what? One. What does that mean? Just a minute? No? I don't understand what you said. You belong to the church? Do you belong to the church? Do you just like the church? That's just what you do so that you can pick up some clues and pass them along to your friends on the phone. Yeah. coming. Doing brave. Aaron, out there to put that down, take your mask off, and come in and join us. No?
Something about the street. I think it's all the long distance Karens here. They wanna hold their own against you. So as Darren gets out of my hair, I ain't going anywhere. And yay, he's gone. All right, folks.
You a star? Why are you doing this?
Hey guys, I'm gonna break my persona here real quick. I'm what's called a First Amendment auditor, and what I do is I go out into the public and exercise my First Amendment right to freedom of the press. I record public videos, and today was my first church, and I wanted to see if the people here at this church respected my First Amendment like I respect their First Amendment to have the freedom of religion. Unfortunately, your church failed miserably. It's sad.
How are you saying that?
How? I've had the police called on me, men with guns, for holding a camera on a sidewalk. I've had that guy follow me around for the last 40 minutes nonstop. So yeah, he doesn't deserve an answer. But you didn't speak to me at all, and I respect that, so I gave you one.
I did speak to you.
But you were, but
Can I help you?
you didn't act like that. So Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our First Amendment audit of Plymouth Congregational Church. Unfortunately, they did fail overall. They called men with guns because we were exercising our First Amendment right, while they peacefully exercised their right without my calling the police on them or anything. All right, y'all. Hit me up in the new one. Me and, what was the name, Darren?
Whatever name you want to put.
Darren.
And then say we failed.
You did
I
fail.
invited you in.
You failed.
I invited you in.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what
You invited me. You invited me in without my camera and without my mask.
Yeah.
How many people in your church wear masks?
Very few.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
They may not be physical masks for sure.
Oh, I see. Now we're going to get esoteric. Okay.
Oh, got another gentleman who wants to talk to me.
Yeah, you're swift at this.
Thank you for talking. And thank you for showing us your religious commitment. And I appreciate your interest in the First Amendment, but I'm not sure that I appreciate your style here.
Well, rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, you lose them.
You can exercise your right all you want.
Not
Be
just
open
not
about
just
it.
not in front of your church and without me calling men with guns, right?
In today's world, what do you expect?
Today's world is the least amount of problems that we've had in all of history. Think about the Black Plague. I mean, when people say this day and age,
You are making
we are living in one of the most peaceful day and
absurd
ages in history right
arguments.
now.
absurd.
Think about
arguments.
how few wars there are right now, you know.
I don't think
And of course, the media wants to talk up any kind of violence before anything because that sells, right? I'm a journalist, I know. That's what sells.
Well,
Am I wrong?
No. Don't
Yes,
call
yes,
yourself a
yes.
journalist.
Oh, I
You
am a
don't deserve
journalist.
that.
I'm a member of the press. I'm a
You don't
journalist.
deserve
For who?
Huh? According to the United States Constitution, the
don't
First Amendment.
For who are you doing?
I'm independent.
Who?
I'm independent.
I mean, you can come up with all the excuses
Okay,
you
see?
want. You're hiding.
And this is the kind of ignorance I have to deal with every day, which is why I got to keep coming out and doing this.
He's not an
Right,
ignorant man.
okay.
Apparently, he's very ignorant because he doesn't know that we all have freedom of the press and
I
we
know
can
that.
all be journalists
I
if we
know
want
that.
to be.
I know that.
So you saying I'm not a journalist? But
Well,
is
since
that what you're saying?
hiding,
How am I hiding? How am I hiding? Were you hiding
weren't
were you
talking
hiding
to
through
me?
2020,
You
2021,
weren't talking
2022?
to
Were you
me?
hiding then?
You didn't
Back then,
allow
everybody
a
wanted me to
simple
wear a mask and I
request
refused.
If I could just look in your bag and see if there was anything
I
there
refuse.
that would
I
be
refuse.
Why don't you
dangerous.
take your mask and your glasses off and let us
And
see
if
your
you
face?
did that,
Why?
I would have.
I did let you see my face.
Well, I'd like to see it again.
Huh? I'm sure you
You're
would.
taking pictures of us. Is that all right for us to take pictures of you?
Absolutely,
And your
just
face?
as I am.
Would you take your face off?
You've took
Your-
plenty of pictures of me.
Would you take your mask off, please?
No,
No.
no. I have the right
Okay.
to wear it. It's the freedom of expression. That's also part of the First Amendment.
Well, I'll trust you're acting as a journalist and you're not going to do anything dangerous. I think we should. Since we already failed.
No, sir, you failed. You failed, sir. All right. Great silent audit. I was about to wrap it up and then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to explain things to him just to let him know why I was here. And yes, he did fail poorly, miserably. Law enforcement officer informed him of what I was doing, and he still wanted to pursue it. So, all right, guys, I'm wrapping.